Hello everybody. Today I decided to wear my Rainbow Dash hoodie and just vlog like this, because I feel lazy. Um, I I've been suffering from migraines for a really long time, and I've been incredibly exhausted since the finals ended. And I think just the strain and stress of school is finally like weighing down on me. Final grades haven't posted yet, which is really annoying because it's like I need to know. Please let me know. And I've worked really hard, I think, to do my best at school. Maybe I could have tried harder if things were different with me medically. I could have tried harder, but because of all the medical stuff, I couldn't give more effort to things. So I'm really hoping that everything went well and that I did well in my classes and that I get to graduate with my peers and that I get to spend the summer working instead of going to school to make up for grades that were not to par. I've been looking for jobs, and just because you have an associate's degree doesn't mean that they're going to pay you more, which kind of sucks. My last job paid me $8.75 an hour, and I didn't have a degree, but I knew my job and I knew what I was doing, and so they paid me accordingly. So I'm just hoping that some place will take pity on me and have mercy on me and will give me the pay rate that I deserve because I'm an knowledgeable salesperson. I know how to sell, and I've been selling stuff since the age of 17, and I'm 32 now. And that's a long time. Like, even in the military, you're still selling a product, you're still producing a product that is meant to be sold to an aircraft to be prepared to fly. And it's about meeting quotas and making money and all that stuff. And I took a leadership position in that. And then I also took an office position in that, doing logistics stuff. So I'm really overly qualified to be working in sales. But I feel like that's the only job I can get. Here in Knoxville, there isn't a lot of job opportunities for people with my knowledge and my degree of understanding of how things work without a bachelor's degree. And I've accepted that and I understand that. And I can attest to that being a knowledgeable assessment. But just because you have a degree doesn't mean you know anything about selling either. So there has to be a balance, and I'm hoping that my having an associate's degree and my knowledge will give them that balance to say, oh, we can pay her a higher wage, and we can hire her to do the job. I don't know how this is going to affect my family life. My son's going to end up being in the care of my father-in-law after he gets out of school, because my hours that I've set have been from about 10 until 6 o'clock in the evening, or from opening till 3 o'clock, because I don't know what time they open the store for the employees. Like, it's been a long time since I've worked in the mall, and I kind of don't know how that works anymore. To address the situation of Jaclyn Glen and her assessment of Islam, it is kind of sad, and I think it's from a viewpoint of a person who is informed by media rather than by experience or by conversation with actual Muslims. Only hearing the extremist viewpoints of Islam and hearing about Sharia law, which is a man's interpretation of the Quran, which is very limiting and I feel is unfair. I feel that a board of men should not be able to dictate to the masses what the Quran says. The Quran should speak for itself, and everyone who is a Muslim should know and understand its text. Nobody should have to explain it to them. It should be explained by learned practice and by constant recitation and just purely prayer. I think that any religion, can be used for evil or as an excuse for an evil deed, and I don't believe that women wearing the headscarf are required to wear it, in the sense of it should be a law, because it should be a woman's interpretation of what she has learned, and a practice that is in and of itself a willing submission to God. And I don't think that women who are being stoned to death for not wearing it, or being beaten for speaking out of turn, or anything of the like, is fair or just, and is a complete and utter polar opposite of what the Quran teaches us to do. When the Quran speaks of beating a wife, it speaks of beating her without leaving a mark on her, without leaving any sign that she's been beaten. So You cannot do it mentally or physically, but by a feather. To know that she is being punished for whatever falsehood she may have portrayed. So I don't believe in stoning, and I don't believe in laws that prohibit women from showing their face or hair if that is their choice. I believe that if we only sat and truly practiced and meditated on the text that we are taught to recite as Muslims, we would be better off. As for my disorder, I am shunned by my community for speaking out about it, for speaking out that mental illness does exist and that God alone cannot cure me. And it is not something that I want cured per se, but managed. Because my disorder makes me who I am, makes me stand out, makes me creative, makes me poetic, makes me a voice. And I wish to continue to be a voice for the Muslim community to understand that this illness exists, for the bipolar community to know that they are not alone, for the vlogging community to understand that even Muslims who are very quiet and very private to face issues that are unforeseen. Into the communities of people who do not understand my faith or me. That's okay. You don't have to like what I have to say. But at least when you speak, be adult and be respectful. And I shall talk to you too. Alright guys, that's it for today. Stay tuned and keep watching.